Hey y'all, this video is called A Tale of Two Concentrated Liquidity Pools. And I'm just going to, I guess, use this as a learning moment, teaching moment for those of you who are new to yield farming and liquidity pool mining. Just as you evaluate your pools and if they're out of range or in range, or if you want more lucrative opportunities or you want more predictable opportunities. A couple of things I would just call the following observations that I think you can pick up on that will be super helpful as you continue in your get paid daily journey. So here I'm looking at the USDC-LINK pool, which is obviously a stable pool with a stable coin and a volatile coin together. And it's out of range currently. Why? Because when I set this pool, I set a very tight range. And I knew I was doing that. I did it purposefully because I'm okay accumulating link and holding it when it's below range. So when it went under my price here, my minimum is 1536. It's currently at 1416 at the time of this recording. I'm fine. I'm a long-term link bull, so I'm okay holding link at lower prices, but I'm not earning those daily fees when that happens. So in this particular pool, I'm all right just waiting until it comes back into range. When it comes back into range, my unclaimed fees will start to rise again hour by hour. And I could even claim them currently if I wanted to. And I could then move them all into link, buy low. So that's one strategy, is if you have unclaimed fees when you go low out of range, you could scoop them all out and then, of course, roll them all into your volatile asset like this. Now, if I go over to the chart and I look at link and its behavior, again, this is not super technical analysis, but look at what it does. It has a very strong capacity to range, to consolidate between prices. And honestly, if my goal was to just always be in range, I should have just picked a price like this and a price like this, so that my lower range would have been 1354 and my upper range would have been 1689. I would have had a much lower minimum price. I would have probably had less accelerated fee earnings, but I would still be earning. And so for those of you who need that daily endorphin pump and you need to see those unclaimed fees rising, albeit at a slower pace, and you don't want to manage your liquidity pools as often, wider ranges are okay. You just need to make sure understand that wider ranges indicate less management and longer time horizons in order to get to your end goal. So that's one thought there with link. Now, let's take a look at my other pool that has not gone out of range, even while altcoins are down 15, 20, 30% in the last couple of weeks. Let me refresh my page here because the interface is glitchy. Okay, so here I have the MATIC-Nakamoto Games. This has been in range the entire time that the markets have been bleeding the last couple of weeks. And you got to ask yourself, well, why? Well, number one, it's two volatile tokens. It's one native token to the actual Polygon network, which is MATIC, and Nakamoto Games, which is built on the Polygon network. Now, that doesn't mean that they move in lockstep with each other, but they do, for whatever reason, tend to move together. So I created this little chart. You can do this with any chart using TradingView or dexscreener.com. You just click the little plus button and you can add another asset on top of the asset. That's what I've already done. So the orange is the Polygon MATIC. The blue is the Nakamoto Games. Nakamoto Games, smaller market cap, has taken a harder hit in the last couple of weeks, or actually since December 23rd, it's gone down. And then Polygon has kind of moved sideways, honestly. But the shape of their trend is very similar, especially in recent days or last couple of weeks. And so they have stayed in range with each other. They've been moving not in lockstep, but very, very similarly. So when you go look at the pool, it's still earning. And while the total liquidity or balance has decreased because both assets have decreased, I've done my research. I know they'll go back up in price, but also while they're going down together, they're earning more unclaimed fees or daily fees that are going to go up in value. So I can leave those fees there. I can collect those fees. I can just use them to buy more Nakamoto Games, which is really my plan, the crypto flywheel in motion. I can buy more MATIC. I can do all kinds of things. And the idea, though, is that in this case, these two pools compared to each other side by side, this one is being more productive because of the price range similarities that I have. And while, I don't know why this keeps backing out to unavailable, but while I do have a little bit larger price range, this is also denominated in MATIC instead of USD. And so this is the Nakamoto price priced in MATIC or Polygon MATIC as opposed to US dollars. And so I'm able to stay in range a lot easier, yet still have a highly productive daily income. So just a little helpful video for those of you who are doing concentrated liquidity. Maybe the takeaway is before, and if you're not doing your own research on DeFi Llama or D.Fi and you're not searching, there are literally thousands of variables for these liquidity pools. I mean, there's just, you can literally come up with them almost, and there's usually pools there. If you're not doing that, and if you're not coming over here and overlaying them and just kind of seeing if there is an obvious trend that you can price range around, that's really kind of the secret weapon when it comes to concentrated liquidity. If you're one of those people who want to stay productive all day long, every day. Tighter price ranges equals more management. Wider price ranges equals less management, but more consistent, predictable daily income. Again, if you're looking for a